Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we are going to be playing some Mortar Graveyard. Now, with Mortar Graveyard, honestly, I feel like it's a pretty high IQ deck. I feel like you have to be, thinking pretty smart here. Your cranium will grow a little bit if you start playing it. No, I'm just joking, but it's a deck where you have to be smart, and so that's one of the things that we're going to be doing. Now, I'm using, in my opinion, the best version of Mortar Graveyard. This is a version that I made myself. It's pretty much the exact same as the Phoenix version of Mortar Graveyard, but I'm using skeletons and I'm using bats instead. And with that comes, a little bit of a challenge where you have to play very fast. But if you can play very fast, then you can really punish your opponents. And one of the nice things about this as well is I feel like people were pretty worried about Graveyard not being an amazing win condition because of the new Goblin spell, but honestly, because you have Mortar, like, you don't have to Graveyard. You can kind of play it slow. You can get your damage from your Mortar. So you don't really have to worry too much about that new spell. We're going to go ahead and cycle here, and we're just, our entire goal is to keep cycling those bats and those skeletons so that we can either get back to the bats quickly, we can get to our Mortar quickly, or whatever. This guy is going to try to go in on us, so let's go ahead and poison right here, and then we're going to play the bats right on the balloon, and then the balloon might get some damage here, but that's okay. I think it'll only get one hit, which means please, okay, good, we're chilling. So I think we're still going to come out on top on the damage here, and then I guess let's just Barb Barrel to kind of kite the Infernal Dragon. You didn't used to have to counter the Infernal Dragon, but now you do. Hopefully he doesn't hit us with a freeze. That would be pretty crazy. And then let's go ahead and EvoMortar right here. And, we're pretty even in damage. I guess he got a little bit more there, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. He's going to go there for the balloon. We can just play our bats here to help get it low, and then the tower can take care of the rest. And let's see if we can get an EvoMortar shot here. Oh, we almost did. That would have been amazing. Okay, we're going to cycle our skeletons in the back here. And then let's go ahead and cycle the little prince right here. We're not going to Graveyard quite yet, just because I feel like it doesn't make sense. Let's go ahead and do this. That was a good fireball by him. I don't really know why I put the barb in front. Let's go ahead and play the bats here just to get that Infernal Dragon low. Then we're going to play the skeletons in front. And then we're going to play the Evo Knight in the back here. And then let's go ahead and Mortar. And now we're going to Graveyard because we have the Evo Knight going with everything else. So let's go and do that now. He's going to have to play the Goblin Cage defensively, and he has to use his Miner to defend, and there's his Evo Zap. So now let's go ahead and play the Knight again. Now, as you can see, the strength of this deck is when you have the Mortar and the Graveyard going, and then you also have the bats on the play. I feel like it just makes it a much more difficult push to deal with, so we're going to go ahead and get the bats in there. He's going to have to Zap, and we could probably even Graveyard pretty quick here if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and get the Knight in front, and then he's going to play the Miner on the Mortar. So now we're going to go ahead and Graveyard because we have the Mortar lock as well. So if he plays a counter, then it's going to get splashed by the Mortar. Then we're going to poison here just to get some damage. Hopefully that he doesn't punish us with a balloon, but that's going to be a win. So let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go right on into the next one. All right, you guys, next matchup. Hopefully we have a good match here. Looks like we're against Drill. Let's go ahead. What was that? Okay. Looks like he's going for the Fire Spirit lock there. That was weird. That was... I have no words. I have absolutely no words here for what that was. Let's go ahead and Little Prince on this other side here. And then we'll use our bats to counter that Knight, I think. I think that's the best play possible. He's going to Inferno Tower on our Mortar, which is okay. It's not a big deal. I feel like, the reality is, now that we know he has that, we can counter it. He's going to go for the Drill again. I think he was trying to play mind games with us, guys. I think he was trying to, on that first one, do wonky placement, and then he was hoping that we would try to predict that wonky placement on the next one. Okay, let's go ahead and Mortar again. I don't think he's back to his Inferno Tower. If he is, then joke's on me. Magic Archer is crazy. Let's go ahead and Barb Barrel on this and get rid of that. And then, okay, boom. We do have a Mortar lock. He just used his log. I'm going to go in with my Skellies and my Evil Knight. I'm not expecting a lot of damage out of this. As you can see, the Knight is going to counter it, but I just wanted to keep pressing him. And then I'm going to EvoMortar here in a second because he doesn't have the Knight to tank. So I'll EvoMortar, and then I'll play the bats to predict the Inferno Tower. So let's go ahead and do this. And then let's go for the bats now. And then boom, gotcha. And then let's go ahead and Barb Barrel just in case he has Tornado or something to stop it. Then he's going to play the Evo Skellies. Crap. Oh, okay, good. The Barb actually got a hit on the Evo Skelly. Alright, boom. We do have the Mortar lock. Let's go ahead and play the Knight in front. There's the Magic Archer, so we did catch the Magic Archer. This guy is going to be cooked. I think we got some really good damage here. I don't think we have the win off of this, but we definitely have the damage advantage, which is so important when you're playing against Goblin Drill. Let's go ahead and do this, and then let's pop the LP ability. There is the tornado. Nice try. Let's go ahead and play some bats here just to get that magic archer down. Don't want to give him too much value. And then let's play the knight here for the Goblin Drill. Do we need to bar barrel? I don't think we do. I think we're going to have to bar barrel the magic archer though. Holy crap. Get that out of the way. Oh my goodness, magic archer is so freaking annoying. Now I think we're going to have to try to get a graveyard play here. And as you guys can see, like, I'm not playing my graveyard very often, okay? And I think that's really important to kind of be aware of, just because of the fact that, like, when you go for your graveyard, it's so much elixir that it's really risky. Now I'm going to play the defensive mortar to stop him from being able to get a magic archer lineup, because if he goes for the tornado, then the mortar can kind of stop that. Let's go ahead and bar barrel here, and we have the graveyard there going in, so we're going to get some really good damage out of it. I'm going to go ahead and poison right here. I guess I probably should have tried to poison on the Evo Skellies, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and play the LP here, and then we just have to stay alive, which we definitely can do. There's the tornado play, and then we can just go ahead and bar barrel, and then let's go ahead and poison right on the tower here, and let's give him a good game, and let's give him a good luck, and let's go right on into the next matchup. Alright, you guys, next matchup, and this guy is running Cannoneer, so if we choke this, then honestly we are in some trouble here. We're hopeless if we choke this. Let's go ahead and play the knight here. Now when you're matched up against a card like Cannoneer, one of the really nice things that I like to do against it is I just like to play my bats randomly in the other lane, because they have to play a spell to counter your bats. I don't know why he poisoned there. Let's go ahead and play our bats on this side, and then he's going to have to defend the mortar, and he's going to have to use a spell on those bats. He's going to play the fire spirit, but that's okay. Let's just go with our skeletons here as well, and maybe we can get a little bit of chip damage. He has to play his skeletons to defend it. I'm going to go ahead and bar barrel here just to kind of help get that demolisher down, so that we don't have to worry about him getting on our tower. I feel like at this point the way that everything works is, you know, the demolisher is like the new version of wall breakers. So, you know, that is always fun. Let's go ahead, let's EvoMortar again. I just want to keep the pressure on this guy, and we're going to save our graveyard until he uses that poison. Oof, okay, he got us with the Tesla. I don't really know why I didn't predict that. I probably should have, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. We know he has it now, so we can go for that prediction. Let's go ahead and play our bats here again, and then he'll have to play that fire spirit, and we can play our knight right here. He's going to go for that drill placement, then we can just play our skeletons just to make sure that we actually don't take any damage, and then we'll kind of wait from there. We're not gonna press it too much. I think we're gonna start our little prince on the right side. We don't want to give him that poison value where he's constantly getting the drill and the poison off, and then hopefully the dagger duchess can counter that. We're gonna wait to mortar until that poison goes away, or at least gets a little bit lower. I think I'm gonna mortar now. Just seems ideal. Then we're gonna go and get the bats in front, and then he's gonna have to play the fire spirit. Okay, he's gonna play the demolisher, so let's go ahead and Evo Knight here, and then let's see, he might be back to his poison in time, but we'll see. So we're gonna go ahead and graveyard, and then let's get another mortar down here. We're still gonna get great damage, and that's the nice thing. Even if they play the poison to defend your graveyard, like, I don't know, it's not the greatest cycle for them in my opinion, so you can kind of luck out with that. Let's go ahead and play the bats here. They'll get taken out, but that's okay. Even if that demolisher gets on the tower, I'm actually not that worried. Let's go ahead and play the knight right here. Looks like he wants to push the same lane as us. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and play the little prince on this side now, and then let's go ahead and mortar on this side. Let's get the bats in front, and then I think I'm going to go in with a graveyard here in a second. The bats are going to get on the tower, which is amazing. So let's go ahead and graveyard now, and then I'm going to have to bar barrel these Evo Skellies so that they don't go sickle mode on me. And then we can just do the bats on this side to help defend. And, oh, we got an Evo Mortar shot. That is amazing. So let's go ahead and get the mortar down. Let's get an Evo Knight in front, just in case. Boom, gotcha. And then, actually, I'm going to bar barrel here to get the Tesla down, just because I don't want to deal with it. And we can probably get some damage out of the mortar. Damn, that's too bad. Okay, he was able to catch it with the fire spirit. Because he used his fire spirit, let's go ahead and play the bats here. Then I'm actually going to mortar on this side because I want to really press this guy. There's the demolisher, so that's good. Let's go ahead and just graveyard. We don't even really need anything to be tanking it because the Cannoneer sucks. But he's going to have to defensive poison now, and we do have the mortar firing on the tower, which is good. Let's go ahead and bar barrel here again to keep the mortar alive. And that's going to be some really nice damage. I'm going to go ahead and play my bats here. And then, okay, let's go ahead and play the mortar. Then let's predict the Tesla with the knight. And then, okay, how are we going to do this? Okay, we're going to wait to counter, because if you wait till it's about half HP, then you log, you can fully counter it. Then we're going to graveyard, so he has to poison again. Oh crap, we didn't get the bats in front in time, but that's okay. Every single time we're playing that graveyard, we're kind of just hoping for a little bit of chip damage. I misplayed that mortar, that's crazy. Wouldn't be a Benny video if we didn't misplay the mortar at least once though. Okay, he's going to go in there. Let's play the bats right here. We just need that to get a little bit lower. Let's bar barrel now. A little bit early, but that's okay. Let's play the mortar right here. And then the demolisher might get on the tower, but that's okay if it does. I don't think he's going to be able to get the damage that he needs in time. So let's go ahead and bar barrel again. Let's just get the little prince here. I'm going to defensive poison for those Evo Skellies. There's just no point in really risking it. Then I'm going to Evo Mortar right here. Let's go ahead and get the knight in front. This guy is really pushing us. Holy crap. Let's go ahead and bar barrel. Then I'm going to poison the tower just for good measure. We do also get the Evo Mortar hit. Honestly, he played that super well. I have a ton of respect for that guy. I feel like this was a hard matchup for him, and he played it really well. But let's go on into the next one. Alright, you guys, last match. I hope you guys have been enjoying so far. Let's go ahead and play the mortar here. And then, okay, this guy's definitely playing XBOW. There's no way this isn't XBOW. Depending on what spell he's running, I think our graveyard is going to be our best source of damage. This definitely is not an easy matchup for us, though. I feel like we don't have all of the items that we need to kite the XBOW necessarily. We're just going to bar barrel there onto the XBOW to kind of take it out, and we'll get some poison damage on the tower as well. Now, if this guy's smart, he's going to not let us play the same lane as him, because if we can play the same lane as him, every single time that we play the poison, we'll get some tower damage, and you know, if I was him, I wouldn't want that. So we'll see if he changes things up and then kind of go from there. He's going to start to cycle. I'm going to play my little prince in the back here, and then, you know, we'll kind of see what he does from there. I have to be careful playing the mortar. I think I'm just going to... no, I don't want to play defensive mortar. Honestly, I was going to, but then I thought about it, and I thought that that was the wrong play. So we're going to play the knight right here, and then we're actually going to play the mortar here. I'm not playing in the same lane as him. I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are like, Benny, why wouldn't you? But trust me, there's a method to this. He missed his Tesla, so we're chilling. We're gonna get some damage here. I think he's gonna have to play the Evo Archers, which is fine by me. I'm gonna ignore the Evo Archers. I'm not entirely sure how much damage they'll do, or if they'll do any. I don't know why I played my little prince there. That was crazy. Let's go ahead and play the skeletons in front here just to kind of keep it alive. And then we're going to go for a graveyard, I think, because... oh, he just used his fireball. What is he thinking? Then he's going to have to use his E-Spirit in a second, and then we can follow this up with bats. Let's just wait. Okay, there's the log. Let's go ahead and play the Evo Mortar here. I don't think he has enough elixir for the Tesla. At least I hope not. Boom. Nice. Let's go ahead and play the skeletons in front in case he tries something. And then we'll just kind of wait. Let's get the knight in front as well. But I think that might be game. I think this guy just got absolutely demolished and cooked, and I think we are going to come out with the win here, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and play some bats just to be sure, and then we can go ahead and play the graveyard. Yes, that is definitely going to be a win. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I love all of you guys. You guys are honestly freaking amazing. I really do look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Let me know if there's any decks you want to see. Peace out.